Hello, kindergarten. We're going to play a game with three-dimensional objects. See down on the table here? There's a whole bunch of different kinds of objects, and we're going to walk around the kindergarten class and see if we can find things that are three-dimensional objects in the classroom. But before you watch this video, make sure that you've already watched Mrs. Battersby's video on three-dimensional objects. Because she's going to introduce you to them, so then it'll be a lot easier to follow along. Okay. All right, so here we have a rectangular prism. Going to go in my bucket. A cone, a cylinder, a cube, a sphere, and triangular prism. Okay, now we're going to go and find some in the classroom. All right, let's see what we can find. Three-dimensional objects. Oh, I like Mrs. Battersby's plans. Just a minute. I think we have a cylinder. Do you think that's a cylinder? I think it's pretty close. I think that's a cylinder. All right, what else can we find? Maybe we can find another cylinder. What do you think? The tin that's holding these. Is that a cylinder? That's another three-dimensional object. All of these are cylinders. Very cool. Okay, now we need another shape. So let's go and find some other shapes. Okay, now we're going to look in the kitchen. Let's see what we can find in here. I think I see a big rectangular prism. Can you see a big rectangular prism over here? What do you think? Do you think the refrigerator is a great big rectangular prism?
Sure looks like one.
I think we're right. All right. There we go. That's pretty cool. That's a big three-dimensional object. Over here, I think I see some spheres. Is that a sphere? I think an orange is pretty close to a sphere. Yes. There's one orange. There's another orange. Sphere. Very cool. All right, now, so that was three different three-dimensional objects we found. So let's keep going. What else we can find? Okay, I didn't get very far. I found something else. What do you think of my shapes this one is? What do you think? Do you think it might be a cylinder? I think it is a cylinder. It's round at the top. Be careful, there's water in there. Okay, what about this big ball? Mrs. Batterby's blow-up ball. Hey, what is it? It's a sphere. Okay, perfect, great big sphere. I'm going to go into the play area on the carpet and see what we can find there. Yeah. Okay, all right, here's the toys. What can we find? All right, how about this? A straw. What three-dimensional object is a straw? What do you think? Do you think it's a very narrow cylinder? I think it is. Cylinder. Okay, how about a Lego block? I think a Lego block is most like a rectangular prism, isn't it? It's not a perfect shape, but it's pretty close. And this one, if it didn't have a knob on it, I think you would call it it's almost a cube, isn't it? Let's see if we can find some more cubes. Okay, I'm going to go over towards the big wooden blocks. What do you think we're going to find for your kindergarten? All right, aha! A big rectangular prism. Not as big as the fridge, but a big one. Okay, and another cylinder. Circle at the top, lines on the sides, cylinder. Very cool. Everywhere we go. But you know one we haven't seen yet, and we need to look for, are triangular prisms. Now remember, triangular prisms have a triangle on the ends, and then long straight lines. So triangular prisms are a very unique shape. But I think we can find one here. If we look at the top of this playhouse, do you think that's the shape of a triangular prism? If there was a bottom right there on that line, that would be a triangular prism, wouldn't it? Just like a tent would be. And there's another one behind Mrs. Heyman. So we're going to turn around slowly here. There's another little playhouse here, and that's a triangular prism. Okay, whoops. Triangle at the end, straight line along the top, triangular prism. I think we're doing pretty good. I think we found quite a few. All right, we're going to go back over that way. There's one more three-dimensional object we haven't found yet. Okay, boys and girls, I am wanting to find now our very last three-dimensional shape. We need to find a cone, and cones are hard. So I pulled this box of toys out, this container of toys, this bag, and I found two that might work. What do you think? Is that a cone shape? The top of that ice cream cone, and the bottom one is kind of a cone shape. Got cut off. And the tree is kind of a cone shape, isn't it? An evergreen tree. There's a point at the top, wider circle at the bottom. I think those are cones. So I think we did pretty good, kindergarten. I think we found all those three-dimensional objects. Now, at home, you know all the names. See what you can find around your house that are three-dimensional objects. You and Mom and your dad can really put your thinking caps on and see what you can find and let us know. Okay? Thank you.